Marta was a 35-year-old woman living in the vibrant city of Rio de Janeiro. Married to Paulo, a civil engineer, and mother of 2 children, Lucas and Sofia, her life seemed well organized and without major surprises. Marta worked as a manager at a large marketing company, and her daily routine consisted of home, work, and taking care of her family. However, an unexpected event was about to change everything. One Friday morning, Marta received a call that left her stunned. It was from the hospital, informing her that her mother, Dona Lucia, had suffered a stroke and was hospitalized in critical condition. Marta dropped everything she was doing and rushed to the hospital. Upon arrival, she found her mother in a coma, connected to various machines. The doctors were clear, the situation was critical, and the next 48 hours would be decisive. While waiting for news, Marta was overwhelmed with emotions. She and her mother had always had a complicated relationship, marked by disagreements and resentments. Marta always felt pressured to follow a path that wasn't hers, influenced by Dona Lucia's desires and expectations. This constant pressure had created a distance between them, which now seemed insurmountable given the gravity of the situation. In the following days, Marta stayed by her mother's side, recalling past moments and reflecting on the life she led. Sitting next to the hospital bed, Marta found an old diary of her mother's, kept in a bag the nurses had given her. Opening the diary, she discovered a side of Dona Lucia she had never known. The pages of the diary revealed a woman full of dreams and ambitions, who had to give up many of them to raise her children and support the family. Dona Lucia wrote about her fears, frustrations, and regrets, but also about the unconditional love she felt for her children. Marta found herself confronted with a new perspective on her mother and began to better understand the motivations behind her controlling behavior. The turning point came when, reading a specific passage, Marta discovered that her mother had a secret she had kept all her life. Dona Lucia had fallen deeply in love with a man before meeting Marta's father but was forced to separate from him due to family and social pressures of the time. This lost love had profoundly marked Dona Lucia's life, influencing many of her decisions and behaviors. Marta felt deep empathy for her mother and realized that, in many ways, she was repeating the cycle of sacrifice and renunciation. She decided it was time to make significant changes in her life. With Paulo, she had an honest conversation about the expectations and responsibilities they both carried, and together they decided to seek a better balance between work and personal life. Marta also committed to being more present for Lucas and Sofia, dedicating more time and attention to their needs and dreams. A week later, Dona Lucia began to show signs of improvement. She came out of the coma and slowly started to recover. Marta was by her side when she woke up and, with tears in her eyes, held her mother's hand and promised to do everything to mend their relationship. Dona Lucia, still weak, managed to smile and squeezed Marta's hand in response. In the following months, Marta and Dona Lucia worked together to rebuild their relationship. They began to talk more openly about the past, sharing stories and confessions they had never had the courage to express. Marta also encouraged her mother to resume old hobbies and interests that had been left behind, helping her rediscover a passion for painting. Paulo, for his part, supported Marta in all her decisions and also made adjustments to his own routine, ensuring that both could spend more quality time with the family. They started taking short weekend trips, exploring new places and creating unforgettable memories with Lucas and Sofia. Marta's transformation was remarkable. At work, she learned to delegate more responsibilities and trust her team, allowing her to better balance her professional and personal obligations. Marta also began to get involved in community projects, finding new satisfaction in helping others and giving back to society. Marta's story is a powerful reminder that we are often shaped by expectations and responsibilities we did not choose. But there is always time to reflect, change, and seek a life that truly fulfills and makes us happy. The unexpected event with Dona Lucia not only saved her life but also gave Marta the opportunity to rediscover herself and build a more harmonious and meaningful future for her family. The relationship between Marta and Dona Lucia was never the same again. Now, There was a mutual respect and understanding that had been absent before. They learned to value each moment together, knowing that life is fragile and human connections are what really matter. And so, Marta and Paulo's family life flourished, based on love, respect, and balance. The lesson Marta learned beside her mother became a guide for all her future actions, and she strove to be the example of strength and compassion that Dona Lucia had been, despite all the challenges. In the end, Marta's story is not just about redemption and reconciliation but also about discovering the true meaning of happiness and personal fulfillment.